ready to start. We've got our air cover now that's going to be coming in for the battle. Designed in Great Britain by Rolls-Royce, manufactured right in the Detroit area by the Packard. They're setting up to fire the weapon on the north side of the battlefield. Looking for better days. The maybe a relief force at the 2 o'clock battle. There goes Fifi overhead. They're a little late to help out these guys, although she was only employed in the Pacific, did not out here and coming to the air show. That's what keeps this air show alive. It's what brings the airplanes out and the vehicles. And to answer one of your Massachusetts area, and those are they came. They're also there with the Night SS out of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And I'm sorry, from Massachusetts was Fallschirmjäger or German paratrooper unit. That is now the Henry Ford was, of course, he was thinking big, and he had built factories in Germany during the Depression, helped them out of the Depression. And one of the trucks that they were geared up to make just before the war broke out, once identified what division they were in. So you see the Yellowbirds here, the Thunderbird, the 45th Infantry Division, and then you see the airborne patches on the left shoulder plane or whatever. The process that that person went through. We'll see a PT-17, the PT-19 primary trainers. Then we'll take you to the next step, the basic trainers, and on from that to the advanced trainers. Then we've got from Coast Guard Air Station Detroit up at Selfridge, the United States Coast Guard H-865 search and rescue, T-51 Mustangs in the air at the same time. After they participate in the combat force, we're going to form them up in different flights. 4, 4, and 3, and they will be flying those rations. Then we've got the P-38, P-47, B-17, hopefully, and the that'll be fine for you to close things off today. We do have a lot of sponsors to thank, and you're treated like a person, not just a credit score.
Yankee Lady is based right here at Willow Run, owned and operated by the Yankee Air Museum, and I believe the ride
the aircraft's speed. Fighting Falcon. That's almost a movement. The fastest.
And we have the first airman on.
Radial engine. You're hearing not only the sound of the engine, but the sound of the propeller tips. 2,700 RPM. Trust the ocean with me, I'll fly This is the same way that current fighter attack aircraft will brake to land when they're in formation. Navy does it coming over at 800 feet. They'll brake to land, go into a decelerating 360-degree turn, and then they'll be able to put the aircraft down with 80 shaft horsepower. Motion of the helicopter. There's the open door. Right above that is a hoist capable of lifting 600 pounds. You can see the hoist as it goes by up above the door. At the pilot's feet are two pedals. They control the pitch or dive. Now, in a real scenario, this HH-65 would come in over the target, and the determination would be to either lower the rescue swimmer by the hoist or come down within about 10 feet of the surface of the water, and then involving collisions, allisions, and groundings. That's just an average day in the life of your United States Coast Guard. Let's give them a round of applause for what they do for all of us each and every day. All right, we are going to take a break, and this is going to be give you perhaps an opportunity to learn about the Yankee Air Museum, and also maybe even find out more about that. In the European theater, and it saw all of its action in the Pacific. So many things were new about his wife of 31 years live in Lake Forest, Illinois. There's the 4-point hesitation roll. His wife. This is a barrel roll where Paul Wood rolls around an imaginary point in the sky, 45 degrees up and to the left of the aircraft, using the ground missions, and in 1958 in the Formosa Strait, Sabres introduced one of the most long-standing air-to-air weapons ever developed, and that's the AIM-9 Sidewinder. Flags flying from the top. All right, messed up the first name. I'm sorry about that. A little dusty up here, but it looks like we're about ready to demonstrate some World War II combat, sir. Holland to get a shortcut into Germany. Well, they were not successful at the city of Arnhem. The bridge was not this morning, if you recall. Actually, forces were quite successful this morning. They were able to break through and capture a number of the manufacturing them into the war. The sloped armor, you notice, it makes it rather narrow on top, and it takes 4 men to crew the weapon. the Americans and British are being towed in and being deployed by its crew. The steward has seen himself totally outmatched on both the north and south side. So they are hauling and doing whatever, you know, to get out of the way of those 75 inch advantage pickup that the Germans have. That 37 millimeter cannon that the Stewart's firing on the north side is bouncing off the that man's tank. Now you see how the tank Germans call it the Panzerschreck. They're basically rocket launchers, a long tube that launched a rocket. The German Panzerschreck was a much heavier shell than the American bazooka, and it could penetrate thicker armor plates. But of course it was heavier to haul around. There we go, P-51. Mustang Mania. That was Alan Armstrong, just went by in red nose. Flown by Vlado Lennox. After that, Moonbeam McSwine, this time flown by that's Al Shipper. That was painted up as Captain William Wisner's aircraft. Here goes red nose again. The G model. Even with the air support, the Germans know they've got a real desperate situation here to cut off that first flight. Flown by lead pilot Ray Fowler. And that's there's Blotto doing a wing wag. Davey Duck. Moonbeam McSwine behind him. with the North Force neutralized now, the U.S. aircraft surrender. Four more in from the right. Ray Fowler, Noel Crow. Larry Lumpkin and Gunfighter. And West, no, it's short, I'm sorry, that's Alan Armstrong in the red nose, Dan Fortis in Charlotte's Chariot, and in what I believe, the Red Tail Mustang, punishment and medical evacuation. It looks like a Black Hawk helicopter because it is. It's able to deploy around the globe within a reasonable amount of time, and it's also that are on the aircraft. To the left. And then countering it with some right pedal. No movement of any part of the pilot's body can be done without making a movement with another part. If he moves the cycling stick with his right hand, he'll have to make an adjustment with the collective in his left hand and also the anti-torque pedals. Pulling back on the stick, he can literally back the helicopter up. Is one of the most distinctive airplanes in the world. Loudest airplane. Very short exhaust there. Fuel systems. On the deck of a carrier because of visibility problems. Now this is on purpose. This smoke is airshow smoke, right?
That's correct. We don't want to give anybody heart palpitations, as you said.
From Wisconsin, and Captain Tommy McGuire with 40 and 38 aerial victories respectively. Powerful aircraft of its day. The television show which chronicles the started. We are born little land. The approach to the carrier to take advantage. Here comes the Yankee lady. Carried typically 43,000 pounds. And it was 75 years ago. No, I'm sorry, never intended to be used at low level. They were at medium altitude.
Of 2 hours. So you're right. It was shorter distance, smaller bomb loads, tactical targets like bridges, railroads, etc.
There's the roll. Now on the P-38, in front of the pilot's nose, not out on the wings like on the Thunderbolt or the Mustang. In order to get enough shells on target to knock it out of the sky. P-38, foresight, 1941, with an attack on Pearl Harbor by the aircraft of the Japanese Imperial Navy, the Zeros, the Kates, and the Vals, bombing Pearl Harbor and killing about 3,000. Here's the last pass of the B-17. Let's wait. The aircraft, 80 men, 5 per airplane. They bounced up to 1,500 feet, released their bombs, and headed to bases in China. Due to the fact that the B-25s launched some 250 miles farther out than they had intended to, they knew they probably would not have enough gas to get to their... No, wait. Wrong song. Being a Buckeye here, so I understand. Hey, but on your way to CUGENISYSCU.org, Genesis Credit Union. Thanks to Jack Demmer Ford as well, across the street from all the hard-working Ford employees in 1960. And on the roll now, 300, 400, 500, 600.